Hey everybody, it's Kim with your Angel GPS, and I'm back with your weekly guidance reading for the week of July 16th through the 22nd. We're halfway through July already. It's crazy. As usual, I'll be reading from two different decks. I'll be drawing the main part of the reading, the first three cards, from the Archangel Wisdom Tarot deck by Radleigh Valentine. As I said before, you'll be seeing this deck all the time because it is my go-to deck. And then I'll have three clarification cards for them also from a secondary deck, which will be the Archangel Michael Sword of Light. That's like really a glare. There you go. Archangel Michael Sword of Light Oracle deck will be the three clarifying additional insight cards for this week's reading. So that being said, let's get on with it. Get my glasses on. All right, the first card I have for you this week is the Nine of Air. And if it looks familiar, it's because we just had this several weeks ago. We had the same card, and we actually, at that time, we had an entire reading about watching your negative thoughts. That's not taking over the reading for you this week, but the Nine of Air does want you to know that you do need to keep watching those thoughts. If those negative thoughts, unnecessary worry, if they're really, the sleepless night thing where you just keep yourself awake obsessing over things, you really need to watch those thoughts because you don't want to bring about exactly what you don't want or bring about your fears. You don't want that to happen. So this card is kind of like a little bit of a general warning to just really kind of watch those thoughts and don't be obsessing over them, letting them keep you awake. You need to kind of change your thoughts when you kind of get into that little funk where it just starts spiraling down. You start thinking one thing and then it just seems to get worse and worse, if you will. Be sure you change those thoughts. When you find yourself in that, because sometimes you don't even realize you're doing it, but once you realize that's what's happening, try to think more positive thoughts. And I know a lot of times you can't do that at that situation because that's the thing that's got you down in the first place, and you can't just instantly say, oh wait, everything's fine, never mind. But the best thing that you can really do is just find something to distract yourself. Go out, do something, have fun, watch a funny movie, read a book, get outside. Just do something that you can distract yourself with to take your mind off of your troubles or your perceived troubles, your perceived problems. Take your mind off of them and distract yourself and go do something fun that's going to kind of boost your mood and make you feel a little better. And then once you're in more positive mode, maybe revisit that situation with a more positive outlook to it and try to find the good in it. I know that can be hard too, but try to find one good thing about it. If you're still having an issue, get back to that distraction again. That being said, if it's keeping you awake in the middle of the night, you can't exactly go outside and play at that hour. Try to think of something else. Just maybe sing a song in your head that you really like. For me, it's a go-to. I have Christmas songs that I like. So when I find my mind starting that in the middle of the night, I just start singing like Silent Night or Most Wonderful Time of the Year or something like that in my head just to kind of stop that negative thought pattern and move on to something else. So there's that card for you. The second card I have for you this week is the Two of Air. And I don't know why the glare is so bad this week, but here you go. It's the Two of Air. Again, the air suit is usually things are in the realm of thought. So we just had the Nine of Air, and now we have the Two of Air. So you're kind of getting in your own head here. With the Two of Air, it indicates that you're having trouble making a decision, trying to decide, overanalyzing the situation, obsessing over the details, this kind of thing. Maybe even pretending there isn't a problem, that there's no decision to be made and ignoring it. So this card is actually it's letting you know that you don't do that. You do need to face things. You need to make the decision, whatever it is that you're trying to struggle with. This card is not only telling you that you do need to start making that decision, but make it from the heart and do what's best for you. Instead of trying to please others all the time and deciding what's best for everybody else and doing that, decide how to resolve the situation the best way possible for yourself. Keep yourself in mind on this one and follow your heart. And the last card I have from this deck is the Emperor. And he's encouraging you to go ahead and take charge, take that leadership role, have a plan. If you have a vision, if you know what you want, and you really know, communicate that to others. Let them know this is your vision and you're going to move forward with it, and just kind of step up, step into the spotlight, if you will, with this card. And just let people know that this is what you're doing, this is how you're doing it, and just go. Once you've made your decisions, just stop worrying and step up to the plate with this one. And you'll be surprised. You'll actually inspire a lot of people when they see that you're doing this. They'll totally jump on board. Hey, this is great. And you'll inspire them to do the same. So go ahead and try to stop worrying and obsessing over things. Get out of your own head about this and go ahead and make that decision. What is it that you want? What is it that you're looking for? What do you want to be? Where do you want to go? Whatever the decision is, Make that one from the heart. Decide what's best for you in this situation, what's going to make you the happiest instead of trying to be that people pleaser. And go ahead and make that decision and then step up to the plate with it and go for it. Communicate, be that leader, say this is what I'm doing, and go ahead and do it. You've got this. You can do this. So, clarification cards for this week. For the first card, for the clarification additional insight card for the Nine of Air, we have Trust in Divine Purpose. That's also a reminder, whatever the situation is that you're obsessing over, worrying about, whatever that is, just know that this is temporary because the divine has a plan for you. Whatever this is, it might be a learning experience, maybe it's an energy clearing, out with the old, in with the new, and you're kind of in the middle of it right now. But it is an experience that you're kind of meant to go through, but it's going to be okay because there's a divine purpose to it. So just trust in that divine purpose and know that you're going to get through this and everything really is going to be okay. You are safe. You are protected. It's all going to be okay. And for the Two of Air, I have for you, increase your knowledge. Again, when you're trying to make that decision, you're trying to make that decision from your heart, what's going to be best for you. Maybe you're just not really sure on it and you're having trouble making that decision because you just don't know which way to go. Get more information. That's really what this card is telling you to do, whether it's reading articles or books looking into the subject matter, or just get more information on the situation, whatever the decision is, more information on if I do this, or if I do that, what does this entail, what does that entail? Get all that information first and increase your knowledge on this whole subject of, whatever it is, but just get that information and then you're going to be better able to make that decision knowing what's going to be best because now you know A or B consequences, what does this involve for both sides. So increase your knowledge. And for the clarification for the Emperor card, we have all is in perfect timing. So just know, again, if you're worrying about things and they're just not moving forward, or maybe you think you're ready, but something's holding you back, perfect timing. It'll all happen when it's supposed to happen. And again, that also kind of goes back to trust in divine purpose. So don't try to force the issue, but go ahead and make those decisions. Stop worrying if you can. I know it's hard, but do what you can to stop the worrying, change your thoughts. Find out all you need to know about, if I do A, this, that, if I do B, this and that. Find out all the information that you possibly can on that and make that decision what's going to be best for you instead of always, like I said, being that people pleaser, trying to take care of everybody else. Now it's time for you to take care of you and do what it is that you want to do, and it's all going to happen in divine timing. So trust in that. And a couple other little things to note of this deck, which I thought was great. We'll start with this one, the Two of Air. All of the regular, what we call the minor arcana cards, they have a wisdom card attached to them that like attaches them back to, or refers back to a certain major arcana. Sorry about that. It's like a little bit additional wisdom that's also for this card. So we're getting more additional insight, not just from the Archangel Michael Sword of Light deck, but also from the wisdom cards in this deck. And this one, the wisdom card associated with it is the moon. And that moon is represented by Archangel Haniel. She can actually help you kind of connect to the divine, connect to your inner being, your intuition. So if you call on Archangel Haniel and just ask her to help you connect to the divine, connect to your higher self, and really understand this whole situation for making that decision, she can kind of help you connect with that and really make that decision that you know is going to be best for you. So in this particular case, Archangel Haniel is the angel you want to work with to really get that inner insight and intuition going for you. And both the Nine of Air and the Emperor, these are both Archangel Michael. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, this is... I should have checked this. It's not. But anyway, these are both Archangel Michael. I was thinking it was the same wisdom card. But Archangel Michael is going to be the one that's going to help you get over the fears and just kind of be that emperor, that leader, step up to the plate without fear, without worry. And especially with this card here, you're also going to want to call on Archangel Michael. So he's your go-to guy this week, really. He can help you kind of cut those cords or those energy strands, whatever you want to call them, that are connecting you to ego and your fears, because all of that stuff that's going on in your head, that's all ego. Ego is just, he thinks he's keeping you safe by trying to keep you from changing anything, basically. Ego, he means well, let's put it that way. He or she means well, but ego is what's putting all that fear into your head and all this what if, worst case scenario kind of stuff. So call on Archangel Michael. He will cut those cords, cut those energy strands, get ego out of the way for you, and he'll also help make you feel safe and protected. So you'll be a little bit calmer, you'll feel better, and you'll be able to go about and kind of change those thoughts and move forward again, knowing that you are safe, and you're going to feel much safer. So that is actually all I have for you for this week. Again, just watch those thoughts, call on your angels. You've got Michael with you. He's your go-to guy this week. Haniel's going to help you make those decisions. Trust in that divine purpose and know that it's all going to happen in divine timing. So it's okay. You can calm down and just let it go. It's all good. So that's all I have for you this week. Get out there and have some fun for yourself. I'll see you next week. Bye.